Hey guys, it is Mike from Baltimore Rides here, wrapping up New Year's Eve. 2018 is in the bag, or 2017 is in the bag. 2018 has officially begun. It is actually about 3 a.m. and I'm just quitting for the night. Great night, very, very busy guys, and in a very, very strange turn of events, I did almost all of my money except for 3 little trips with Lyft. So this is the breakdown. You guys are going to be amazed. $275 roughly is the total for the night. That's 8 hours driving from like 6 p.m. to 2 a.m., if you want to call it that, 2:30 a.m. All but $17 is on Lyft. So here's what happened, because I know that that's not what you guys expect from me. I had them both apps running. You know, my normal route came down 29, went into the city, you know, an Uber ride here, I got a Lyft ride. And what happened was, and this is pretty much the first time this has ever happened, you know, Lyft does that auto add feature where if you're on a ride, it'll automatically just add another ride to your queue. It doesn't even pop up to accept. It just automatically adds another ride, you know, back to back. And basically all of my rides were just Lyft after Lyft after Lyft after Lyft with very few delays, if any. You know, 99% of my trips were like back to back without me even pausing to breathe. And, you know, there were a couple times I grabbed a snack, I had to use the restroom, but, and I went offline to do so because the rides were coming in like that. But, you know, Lyft was just steady and it was rocking, and there was better surge. I mean, it was, you know, I don't know what was going on with Uber. I don't know if maybe because I didn't qualify for Boost this week, there was a Boost zone over the city, but the surge map was in Bethesda, it was in Arlington, it was in Silver Spring, but there wasn't a single drop of surge in actual DC. And, you know, it just kind of felt to me like, okay, that's got to be where the Boost map is, and I'm maybe not qualifying for Boost, so maybe I'm not getting the boosted fares. But it was weird. Whereas DC and most of the outlying areas around DC were all pink, you know, just about off and on all pink. And I had about $120, give or take, you know, going into midnight. And then I went offline, I called my wife and kids and wished them a happy new year. I got back online, and then the second wave of Lyft rides hit, but the prime time kicked in, you know, the surge for Lyft kicked in, and it was, you know, $30 ride, $15 ride, $20 ride. My last ride was $50 all the way out to Rockville, which was not far. It was like 9 miles. You know, 9 or 10 miles. So it's, you know, it was like lower Bethesda. So it wasn't really Rockville, but, you know, Wheaton, I guess is what you want to call it. So a 9-mile trip from northwest, not even from like deep in the city, from northwest, U Street, ended up being $50. And it was so bad that you know, at the very end, like the Lyft app was crashing. It wasn't connecting. It was doing this long delay, like lag period. It was really, really weird. So, you know, I'm glad I got out when I did, because Waze was crashing, Lyft was crashing. I think it was just too much demand, you know, in that particular little area. Maybe call it the cell tower, whatever that area, whatever was affecting it was really just affecting people in that area. Because once I got, you know, basically onto Georgia Ave and north, you know, I was able to reconnect with Lyft and reconnect with Waze. So I think either like that cell tower crashed from all the people putting in demands and all the drivers, or something. But it was crazy. So very, very much a, turn things up on their upside down, on their head tonight with 250 whatever with Lyft and only $17 with Uber. But that's the reality, guys, is that if I can make money with either one, I'm going to. And as long as I make my lease payment with Exchange Leasing, which is technically disconnected from Uber now, so it didn't come out this Sunday. It's going to be automatically withdrawn. So as long as I can make the money I need to make to cover my lease payment, neither one of them really cares now where the money's coming from. I can't cash out in advance with Uber. I'm still contractually obligated to not use cash out. So they're going to do my pay deposits on Wednesdays as always. But if I can make whatever $100 plus with Uber and then the rest of my money with Lyft, so be it. If I 50-50 it or 1/3, 2/3, I don't care, as long as the money is there, guys. As long as I'm making $1,000, $1,100, $1,200 a week, I'm happy. That's it. End of story. So it'll be interesting. I don't think on a regular night Lyft is going to do that. I don't think the demand on a regular night for Lyft is anywhere near what it was like tonight. Hardly ever do I get those back-to-back Lyft ads. Usually it's you complete the trip and then you just wait and wait and wait. And usually Uber is the one that is just back to back to back to back to back. So, could be a fluke. Definitely could be a fluke. But I was very happy with the fares I was getting. I was very happy with the customers I was getting. Not a single barf, not a single gross person, or, everybody was coherent and having good conversations and all that kind of happy stuff. So the trash bags worked and, whatever. I'll take it. So just a really good night. I was beginning to worry kind of early into the evening, going into like 10, 11 o'clock, that it wasn't going to be busy enough. Here I am, it's 11 o'clock and I have $100. Then it's 12 o'clock and I have $120 something dollars. And I'm like, this could just be a $200 night. And it just, bam, just like that. Right after midnight, they were right, because Uber, Lyft, they both sent messages saying, the peak is going to be between midnight and 3 a.m. And it sure was. So, I was lucky. I got out of U Street. I got a ride out of there at the end of the night because there's nothing going on there now. I dropped my customer off at like 2:45-ish, and the maps were basically just dead quiet. So, I'm happy that I got out when I did. That's basically the bottom line. So I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. I wish I had some end of the year numbers for you, but I just don't. I'm tired and I did not pull all that stuff together. I will jot it down on a piece of paper in the next couple days, whichever day I take off, whether it's Monday or Wednesday, whatever. I'm not really sure yet what day I'm going to take off, but whatever day I take off, I will sit down and kind of calculate my numbers for the year and let you, the year since I started, and let you guys know kind of what I did for the year and how I feel about it. And that'll be a nice way to kind of wrap up 2017 is, X number of months, this is how much I made. And then that, in turn can kind of set the tone for what 2018 is going to look like. So that's my plan anyway. I will definitely work on that homework assignment for you guys, and then we'll go from there. So, my wrap up for the week is right around $1,000, which, it's not terrible. I'm okay with that. There were a couple nights this week that I really wanted to do 200 and I only did 150, and that probably is the $150 that I'm missing, is just 3 of those nights. I think it was Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday were all 150 nights. So there's $50 each night that I'm missing, so that's the 150 that puts me at 1150. So it is what it is. We're going to get back to our numbers. We're going to get back to making 1150 every week. We are going to do that, but we just got to work at it. and that's the plan. So I hope you all had a happy, safe New Year's Eve. If you're on the roads, please be safe and please be careful. A lot of crazy drivers out there right now. If you stayed home with friends and family, or went out with friends and family, please be safe. Please don't drink and drive. Get home safely. That's the most important thing. And I will probably most likely be on the road tomorrow, but I don't know what time. So I'm going to get home. I'm going to get some rest and spend a little bit of tomorrow with my kids because they go back to school Tuesday, and we'll go from there. So everybody have a great night. Happy New Year's Eve. Thank you for being with me this year. And, some of you have been with me since the beginning. Some of you guys have, just joined on board recently. But, this adventure that we're kind of all on together, it means a lot to me. Obviously, this is my livelihood. This is how I pay my bills. And I'm just so happy I could share it with you guys. I really am. I hope you get something out of it, whether it's entertainment because I'm weird and goofy and funny, or knowledgeable and maybe you learn some tips and tricks from my failures and accidents and misadventures. But whatever you get out of it, I'm just grateful that you're here. I'm grateful that you're following me and watching the videos, and I hope I'm helping somehow in some way, shape, or form. I hope I'm helping you guys out there. So everybody have a great, happy New Year. I wish you all the best of 2018. If you're anything like me, 2017 was a hell of a bumpy year, and I hope you're looking forward to good things to come like I am. So have a great night, guys, and I will see you on the flip side. Bye.